Giants taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Philadelphia.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no sign of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his 3rd season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
30-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Mayfield looks to throw, setting up the screen for Cook. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move.
1st and 10.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Right there, 56. Hey, they scared. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Here we go, Deacon.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Running out of the gun with White. And he stopped immediately there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Mayfield now. Ebron's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 7 yards on the play. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Intercepted.
He had a little bit of the... Bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
21-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete into the hands of Myers. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Hines. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You think you gonna get this? 54's Mike.
Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. The 20.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Touchdown, Giants. Robbie Anderson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
Rodgers pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, Mayfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10.
Heading back out, Baker Mayfield as we call up our players spotlight. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so. But it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check, check. Check, check, check. Rush in, rush in.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A good run there by Cook on first down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
He was brought
running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the Eagles' 41
on the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Hey, alert 33.
Here's a toss right side with White. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's good.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
26-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Check 52. Check 9.
Here's Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Eagles 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 2. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Called that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On second down, it's Hines, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
53's the mic, 53.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Open man is Komet, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Cole Komet. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Ballantyne to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now this throw caught left side. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage.
Check 50.
On second down, Cook. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Army. 51 to Mike. 50.
Rodgers now on first down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Tyson Alualu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Able to find Harris complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now Rodgers. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets into the 30. Back to throw. Rodgers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. First down now, but the clock continues to move. That's complete right side to Komet. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw is Rodgers. He's got it. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Rodgers to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Defense wins championships, baby. 56 to Mike. 53. Check 56. Check right, check right.
To throw is Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 29 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time.
21. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Today's final
Charles,
score,
we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Giants, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.